In this video, we will see the effect of different token utilities into the token demand. We'll start with payments, then we will go for profit distribution, value accrual, membership, governance, and incentive. The payment can be made in token, a stable, or other kind of currency, and at the same time a stable and token. It is important to understand that the payment itself does not generate buying pressure. Only when we take a part of these payments as a fee and we set that to the treasury, to the stakers, or to the burning, we are going to generate some buying pressure on a net effect. Otherwise, what we will see is that the buying pressure from the payment, if distributed to the service provided, is going to be dumped and will have a net effect of zero in our token economy. Then we have the distribution of the profit, with burning, treasury funding, and fee sharing as the most representative cases. For the burning, it is clear. Every single part of the tokens that entry to the burning are going to be generating buying pressure. The treasury is a bit more tricky, since only the stream of tokens that are not used for operations are going to be perceived as buying pressure. So imagine that 50% of the fees that enter the treasury are going to pay operations. That means that the positive effect into buying pressure for the treasury is half of what we would have for the burning. Sharing a fee with stakers has some even more complicated effects, since we are gonna see a buying and selling pressure, which is actually the derivative of the growth of our protocol revenue. So if our protocol is increasing in revenue, we will see more and more buying pressure coming from the treasury. But at the time of protocol stagnation, there will be no more staking pressure, even though the project itself is generating revenue. The way of thinking about it is that if I'm creating $1 million a year in revenue and my stakers wants a 10% of APY, I'm gonna be generating $10 million of buying pressure. But once those $10 million has been staked, no more dollars are gonna enter into the economy unless I augment my protocol revenue. If our protocol has a membership scheme where the user receives a benefit by staking, some tokens will have the same dilemma as before in the staking service. As long as we're growing in users, we will see buying pressure coming from the staking, but at the time of losing some users, we will have not only zero buying pressure but positive selling pressure. This is more like a locking scheme of our token into our economy, taking some liquidity away rather than actually accruing value over time. Finally, we have the governance. For our simulation, we only consider that there is going to be buying pressure if the valuation of the market cap is lower than the treasury under management for a protocol. So imagine that our market cap is worth 10 millions and the funds under management is 100 million. Then we will see some buying pressure until that part is balanced. And for the incentives, every single part of the incentives, we should consider that it is going to be generated selling pressure, because otherwise we would be too optimistic.